Go.
Welcome back everyone to FTLG and Macraeathons for the love of the 90s. Up now, we have the wonderful G3neziz, and he's going to be playing Pokemon Red Blue for us. G3neziz, if you would love to take it away for us.
Of course I will, yeah. My name is G3neziz. Greetings from Germany, since I'm German. I had always wanted to say that, and yeah, now I did. So yeah, let's go on with Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon, lovely game from the 90s. At least the first generation is from the 90s. So yeah, we have a little intro coming up, so let's get rid of any save files we have. And then, a slight difference to other glitched runs, no trainer ID manipulation needed. So I can just set my settings to fast text speed and stuff, and then we can start. Alright, are you good on time?
Yeah, just count me down from 3 and I'll start it on 1.
Alright. So, the run starts in 3, 2, 1. Okay, here we go. This will be quite a glitchy run. So, a glitchless run would take about 2 hours for a decently fast runner. For me, it would take a lot of more time, but in this, luckily I can use glitches, and glitches are fun. In this category, however, any % no item underflow, there are restrictions of what glitches we can use and what glitches we can't use. And yeah, the category is called any % no item underflow. So the glitch item underflow, which I will explain in a bit, is banned, of course. We are not allowed to use arbitrary code execution, which other categories might use. And save corruption is also banned. So with that, we have still our goal on the horizon to get to the Hall of Fame of the Pokemon League. And yeah, the estimate is 27 minutes, so it might be a little broken, since usually you would have to beat all the 8 gyms to get the gym badges to qualify for the Pokemon League. But that's kind of slow, so we will not do that. And the first step to victory is picking Bulbasaur, the best glitched Pokemon starter you can wish for. And we will name it A. Alright, so since this battle is kinda easy to mess up and hard to master, let's talk about why I named myself A, so 5 A's. We need our character or our protagonist to have a name of exactly 5 characters. And that's one of the setups for a glitch we are doing later on. The rival name is, yeah, whatever. We just use one character file names for the rival, since this game displays text 1 character per frame. So the shorter the name of the Pokemon or our rival, the less time it takes to get displayed. And Charmander seems to be quite nice. Until now at least. I really don't want to see Growl. Growl lowers our attack stat and we deal less damage, which is annoying, since we want to beat this fight as quickly as possible. And yeah, this is a real drag. It takes like forever, but we managed, we didn't die, and you can't die here. Let's check my special stat, it's 14. This might be a little dangerous, but we will make it work somehow. There is a backup in case I don't get the desired result, but a good thing of having 14 special is we don't have to fight any wild Pokemon for experience. So yeah, we just run from every Pokemon we see. If we had 13 special, we would have to fight 2 Pokemon in order to level up once. And if we had 12 special, we couldn't do a certain strat, but had to do a backup without using the special stat altogether. But yeah, for now we are running away from every Pokemon we see. And yeah, Pokemon encounter are kinda annoying. They cost like 10 to 11 seconds, and optimally you just get no encounter at all, but that's kinda annoying. In this game there is something called RNG manipulation. You can basically manipulate what encounter you get, which stat that encounter has, and where it appears, what Pokemon appears, and so on. And with that, we can make it so that we don't encounter any Pokemon at all. But the downside is we have to hard reset for that to happen. After hard resetting the console, the RNG value starts at 0. So, if we advance through the intro cutscene exactly the same all the time and move through the overworld exactly with the same inputs all the time, we can always get the exact same result RNG wise, and we will make use of that. So I have 14 special. That means I will at least try to do Pidgey strats. What does that mean? We need a Pidgey with a certain HP value that correlates to the 16 special we might have on level up to level 7. If that works, our Pidgey can do some interesting stuff for some glitches later on. Yeah, all the values I'm talking about are values that are stored in memory. So our file name is stored at a certain memory address in memory. Our current special value is stored in memory, our level, our HP, and so many encounters. What the heck? This game is annoying. Sometimes at least. And yeah, for PB runs, usually if I get more than one encounter, I just reset. So it's a really reset heavy run. At least if you want to go for top times. For marathon, obviously, it's fine, but yeah. For PB attempts, it would be really annoying. Okay, we wanna actually get some more Pokemon, since Bulbasaur is not the best Pokemon there is. But yeah, for now, we need a potion. And we wanna stand here. I am more comfortable with Pokeballs in slot 1. We save and we hard reset the console. And now I can buffer through this intro sequence, and that starts the game at a certain frame. And after starting this game again, I can move through the overworld in a specific path, and hopefully I get a Pidgey encounter on level 4. Alright. And hopefully it stays on the ball first try. It did not. Okay, Pidgey, you suck. Okay, I really don't want to reset again, and that's why I picked up the potion. I will just tackle it a few times and then hopefully catch it. And that's why I bought extra Pokeballs. Okay. I'm not too sure whether Pidgey needs full health or not, and that's why I just potioned both of my Pokemon. Little slow, but who cares? We should be well under estimate pace, so that is something I accounted for when putting the estimate. Alright, now through the forest. And of course I get an encounter in this area. Getting encounters is usually really unlucky, since the encounter rate here in the forest is really low. Like 1 in 30 per tile or something. And getting an encounter is just really, really, really unlucky and annoying. Okay. In this forest, we walk a specific path to avoid encounters. All these tiles you can see either have a flower on the bottom right or somewhere else. And okay, getting a Pikachu encounter is really lucky on the one hand, but unlucky at the other hand. But well, so if on that tile, let's say it in a different way. If the tile has a flower on the bottom right, this tile can't generate any encounters whatsoever. And yeah, we maximize our step count to walk over as many of those tiles as possible, so we reduce encounters. And this fight is really crucial. We need to win it. We want to level up. And after this fight, I really want to see 16 in our special value. Otherwise, I need to do a very, very annoying and slow backup, which I had to do like 3 times during practice. But let's see. Maybe Pokemon is nice to me for once. Come on, Weedle, go down. 1 HP left, okay. Fine. Okay, let's check our special value. 15 special. That's not good. We need to do the backup. The backup involves reducing power points of our Pokemon. And for that we need a Pokemon we can use a lot of moves on. And therefore I'm doing a RNG manip once again to get a Metapod level 6, I believe. And that Metapod spams Harden, so we can tackle it a bunch of times. We need to have 16 somewhere in memory, and it works to have 16 PP left on your tackle PP. And I need to swap those moves a little around. We need 36 growls left and 16 tackles. And we need to be level 8. So I will go ahead and tackle this Metapod until I have 19 left, and then we will hope for another encounter like a Caterpie or a Weedle, so we can get XP from those with our last 3 tackles. Okay, don't want to screw up. Okay, miss. I'm at 19. Alright, we run. And now we hope for a quick encounter. Come on, game. Okay, and that's not something we can defeat in 3 turns. So we need to run again. And sadly, I don't have any manip in my head right now to get a level 3 Caterpie or something. So we're just walking around in circles, wasting some time. This is really unlucky. Come on, game. Do your thing. Okay, level 3 should be possible. And even if we don't defeat that with 3 tackle, we can make it with Leech Seed. Wow. I actually have to use Leech Seed. Thanks, Bulbasaur. I hate you sometimes. And this can take a bit. Great gameplay. Come on, go down. Just want your experience. Level up. One more? Is it one more? It was one more. Okay. Okay, now we are level 8 and have 17 special, but our special is not important anymore. And so is the Pidgey. But since we have it on us, we can actually do something, which is really important. We need to heal here to set this Pokemon Center as our new hub, but healing restores our PP. And that's why I deposit my Bulbasaur before I heal, so Bulbasaur doesn't get his PP restored. And yeah, that takes a lot of time, but we're still on pace, I think. Now we need to get back our Bulba. There it is. Alright. And now the fun part begins. After a little shopping trip. Everything up until now was glitchless, but that's not my style. If you've seen me run stuff at other marathons like ESA or something, I usually do glitchy stuff. And that's what's bound to happen. First of all, we are saving here. That guy really wants to talk to us and lead us to Brock's gym. But yeah, we don't want to deal with Brock now. So we skip Brock and have a neat little side effect. When we talk to this guy from the right side, the game doesn't know how to handle that. And yeah, we are in a cutscene state now and can walk through everything we want, since cutscenes disable our collision. And yeah, we're walking over Mount Moon right now and do some, yeah, glitchy movement. And all of that to get our main Pokemon. Pidgey and Bulbasaur are not enough. We need a Pokemon that can actually defeat the Elite Four. We are beating the Elite Four, which is something you don't usually do in Pokemon glitched speedruns. Okay, we are now here. I will change you back. I will save. I'm hard resetting. And after hard resetting, you know what's bound to happen. We will manipulate a very specific encounter for a level 55 Pokemon. And that Pokemon will lead us to victory. If I can catch it. We only have Pokeballs, and catching a level 55 Pokemon full health usually doesn't work. Did that work? It did. Alright, I used a technique called Euroball, where you close the text box of the Pokemon appearing within a 4-frame window. Just for reference, Game Boy games run at 60 FPS, 59.94, I know, but yeah. Hitting a 4-frame window is not that easy, but not that hard either. Okay. Marowak should be fine. And Ditto can do one thing, transform. And note that Ditto only has one single move. But now Ditto has more than one move. And if we switch our first move with the second and leave, the game is really confused as what to do now. Since Ditto only has one move, but we switched move 1 with move 2, which doesn't exist. And yeah, Ditto is now broken. And we can use this broken Ditto to do some interesting stuff. But for now, we need to enter this building once to reset some stuff in memory. And we will talk to this guy again. and do the exact same thing, only that we are walking somewhere entirely different this time. Our next goal is to get to the Pokemon League, I guess, and defeat all of the Elite Four and the Pokemon Champion. Okay, that should be alright. Okay, so same thing, we are in a cutscene state and therefore our collision is disabled and I can walk wherever I want. If I were to step on a incorrect tile, the game crashes instantly. So this is kinda... well, this path is really easy. You just walk down and do nothing really important until you reach a specific point. And yeah, lots of old men lying around here. Another one. Okay, and here we go in the Pokemon menu once. Enjoy the fun music of Route 1. Walk over water like Jesus. 2, 4, 6, 7, go left, and we go here. And now the glitchy mess begins. Yeah, you can tell by the music that this is fun. I wanted to split, but I don't have live split open. Huh. Okay. And yeah, we are in the Pokemon League with a Ditto level 55, a Bulbasaur level 8, and a Pidgey level 4. Let's see what happens. And Lorelei is really scary, has a dugong to start out with. And we have a move called... Oh, we don't have moves, but the type is Cool Trainer. Huh, interesting. And yeah, I keep hitting down until the type changes. Eventually it changes. Hopefully. That's a... Yeah, it's RNG how long it takes. And it's really annoying to be on PB pace and have that happen. And yeah, the fight is just over. This is called the instant victory glitch. And yeah, we will repeat that for the next 4 fights. And that's basically the run. Setting up the Cool Trainer glitch, getting to not Hall of Fame, to the Elite Four, beat them instantly. Oh yeah, our HP bar is kinda broken now too. Okay, at least a quick one. And Bruno is beaten as well. Agatha next. And during practice today, I had a that has never happened before moment. Agatha switched out her Gengar, and I didn't know that was possible. Usually she goes for something like Dream Eater since we are asleep. I mean, the game tells you you're poisoned, but we are actually asleep. And yeah. Easy win. Now for our Dragon Trainer Lance, who used to be the champion, but, well, our antagonist, our rival, A, is our final enemy in this game, or opponent rather, not enemy. So Lance has a Gyarados in slot 1, and it's really annoying if he goes for like Hydro Pump or something. Dragon Rage is fine. Hydro Pump or even Hyper Beam deal a lot of damage, and it takes forever for our HP bar to keep up with how much damage we get. So yeah, it's really annoying to have a move like Hydro Pump like crit on us that takes like 15 seconds for our HP bar to stop moving. Huge time loss for PB runs, so you just pray. Okay, last fight. Time is not coming up after this fight. We are still like 2 minutes away from that. We need to watch the Hall of Fame cutscene stuff. Okay, wing attack is fine. Mirror move would have been the best, but well, I don't complain. This run was not good either way, so I don't mind a little time loss here and there. Alright, we are now the champ of the Pokemon League. Yay, we did it! With a very, very good team of Ditto, Pidgey, and Bulbasaur. Yeah, any percent, the true any percent run beats the game or gets into the Hall of Fame without any Pokemon. Yep, that's possible. Any percent, no self-corruption, has a Spearow level 7 for the Hall of Fame, which is why Spearow is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And yeah, we now beat everything with a Dillo. Alright, time is coming up after the evaluation of Professor Oak, and the screen has fully faded to white. So yeah, our Pokemon, blah blah blah. Nobody cares about Bulba, Pidgey, and Ditto. Oh, at least we made it somehow. Yeah. Okay, time's coming up in a few moments. And... come on. Time.
GG. 26 minutes and 1 second I've got.
That's really bad, but at least a sub-estimate. For reference, the world record nowadays is 19 minutes 52 seconds by Araya, a very talented runner of Gen 1. My PB is 20 minutes 30 seconds, and I really want to get sub 20, hopefully soon-ish. And yeah, since I didn't go too much underestimate, I don't want to sit around doing stuff, delaying the schedule and stuff, so I know for a fact that we have the one and only Recall coming up with 2 runs in a row, and you really don't want to miss Recall doing stuff. So yeah, I don't have anything. I don't have anything else. So yeah, thank you all for letting me do this, and have a great rest of the marathon.
Yep, thank you for being here at FTLG. Definitely hope to see you submit again. And yep, as you were saying, up next we have Recount with 2 runs, Robo Army and Ninja Combat, so stay with us.